Hello YouTube and welcome to a dakrcraft server update video. So I'm at the spawn area and quite a bit has changed. I will be talking about the changes that are going on to the server and why we've been whitelisted and how you can get whitelisted and stuff like that later on in the video. So, keep listening and you'll find out hopefully all the questions you want to know. If you do have any further questions, just put them in the comments below and I'll try and get back to you as quick as I can. So, new changes to the spawn. If I do /spawn, and anyone can do this, you will now appear here. We have a little NPC of Lord Dakar and he actually greets you as you join the server. Then we have a rules board, so make sure you read all of these because we will be dishing out some of the punishments. So no griefing, obviously, be respectful of the players, mindful of your use of language in chat. Now, we don't mind the odd swear word every now and then, it's just when you're being like, when you're using it to sort of slur other people or you're being mean about it, you're not sort of just using it for the sake of using it. Spamming the chat, that gets really annoying. That goes for like just using caps all the time and asking and stuff. Be patient when waiting for a review because it can take a while. There's only so many reviewers and sometimes we're all busy, so sometimes we're just not in the mood for it. We don't get paid for doing the reviews, so don't expect us to be doing them the second you submit your build for review. No advertising of the servers in the main chat. If you are talking to somebody and you're like, oh, come join my server and we can do something, do that in a private chat, don't do it in a public chat. That's just good manners. Make sure your plot's 100% complete before submitting it. Sometimes you do the RM review command by accident. If you do that, you can type /rm no review and that will get rid of it. But make sure it is 100% complete when you submit it. We will not be reviewing any sort of half-built plots, it just sort of wastes our time. No copying tutorials from YouTube videos. We will be looking around sort of modern builds and medieval YouTube builds, and if we recognise it, you will not be getting credit for that. If you do use tutorials, make sure you credit the YouTuber and the style and stuff like that. Don't copy and paste like other people's builds without the credit. Again, that goes for the similar YouTube thing. If you see something on the server, ask if you can use it. Put a sign on the plot saying that this was their idea. And no redstone heavy devices, like clocks. I mean, if you want to put a bit of redstone and a piston to hide something, that's fine. But if you're going to use like lots of redstone, I don't really know redstone, so I can't do much with it. Don't use loads of redstone because it makes the server lag in general. Yep, there you go. You can do /spawn or /warp spawn to come back here. And now we come down to this part of the server, and this is the main central island. So just before I do a little tour of the spawn, I'm going to mention the whitelist. Now, quite a while ago actually, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, the server was heavily griefed. If you go to Lord Dakar's Facebook page and his Twitter page, you'll see pictures of what happened. That day we did temp ban everybody for an hour to get everybody off the server so we could try and sort the problems out. When that happened, we didn't have backup files, which means that the plots that were destroyed. There's been quite a few. There was about 30 P- and P plots, not 30 P- and 30 P, just like 30 overall, that we've had to delete. So sorry to anybody's work that was lost. You'll find out when you come on the server. It was mainly the ones close to the spawn. So if yours wasn't close to the spawn, you should be alright. We then put a whitelist up. And the idea of the whitelist originally was we were just going to add a couple of people while we tried to rebuild spawns and fix things. But then as the days went on and more people started asking, more people get accepted. And the general rule that I've been using is if you're a grand builder, then I would whitelist you. If not, then I wouldn't. Simply because we're still trying to fix stuff and we're still trying to prevent what happened a few weeks ago from happening again. We think we're close to doing that. We just need to test a few more things, and hopefully in about 2 to 3 weeks time definitely by the end of April, hopefully, we will have the server open to public again. Now, if you want to get whitelisted on the server, comment below with your IGN and your rank, and basically we discuss it in an admin chat over Skype, and if we think that you're not harmful to the server, we'll add you. So yeah, that's how that works. So let's carry on with the spawn. So that's weird. Let's see, we've got this is okay. So this is just an introduction, a little bit about the server, the texture packs that we use, so you can read this. Make sure you explore all of the server. Now this should be a bit of a change to some people and a bit of a shock. This is all the admins. At the moment there's only 4. We have Quitster, who's in charge of the modern creative world. We have Zarius, also doing that, and they both review plots. We've got SS Knives is back now as an admin. She did step down, but now she's back. And me, of course. And you'll notice that maybe someone's missing. And Lord Dak has decided that he doesn't have the time to effectively run the server between his job and everything. He will still be paying for the server, and he will still be doing reviews, and he will still be sort of heavily involved with it, but sort of unofficially and stuff like that. So he's not an admin anymore. He is just a normal ranked player, but his name will still be in red because it's his server and he's up. So once you come to here, if you go left, this is the reviews. So if your plot gets reviewed and there's coloured wool on your plot and you're not sure whose it is, you do /spawn, come over here. Brown wool is Roasty Toasty, blue wool's me, magenta for Quitster, Zarius is lime, ananas is yellow, melons is dark warrior, interesting choice, grey for knives, and of course orange for Dakar over here in the middle. So this is the little reviewers island that we've got going. So let's just go back. That's about as far as that goes. Yeah, I'll leave that for last. So we'll go over here. This is going to be gates to the plot worlds. So you have the P- gate. The plugin has currently been taken down, so you need to wait for that to be put back up. But you can just simply walk into here. It's going to look like a nether portal or something, really big portal. You walk in here and it'll spawn you in the P-. That one's going to be for P. Got this one for P+, and this one for P grand. Simple as that. And over there are going to be the world gates for like Muse and St. Vincent, Unity City, IOD. Things are changing with those, so that's why that's not being finished yet. I'll do another update video when we've got more about what's happening with those worlds, but things are still changing, so we're just going to leave that for now. This is ranks and plot allowances. So when you first come on the server, you will be allowed to build on 2 P- plots. You will be unranked, so your name will be in white. The first rank after that is apprentice, and you get 2 P- plots and 1 P plot. And then builder, and you get 3 P- plots, 2 plots, and you see it just goes up, and the colours have changed as well. So you've got apprentice is magenta, builder purple, grand builder's blue. We've got a new rank, which is master builder, that's a light blue, and we've got architect as green, and then we have some more new ranks. We've got grand architect as lime, we've got master architect for yellow, and grand master architect for orange, and admin as red. So we've got 8 ranks now, 8 new ranks. So you can come check this out, find out how many plots each rank is allowed to build with, and then you come over to this island, and this sort of shows you what you need to achieve these ranks. So the first we have apprentice. You need 1 P- plot rated 5 out of 10 or above. So it's a really small plot, so that's quite easy to achieve. Then you've got 8 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 on a P plot for builder. You have grand builder, 8 out of 10 on a P plot, and master builder is 10 out of 10 P plot, which is quite hard to do, or a 7 out of 10 P plus plot, because by this stage you will have a P plus plot to go build on. So that's how they work, and the architect ranks are over there. So if we cross over this island again, you see we have a list of styles, and the reason we have this list of styles is because for the higher ranks, which are Arc Plus, so Arc, Grand Master Arc, and Master Arc, sorry, you'll need to build each plot in a different style, and we've got I think 32 or 33 different styles written down here, Some are quite similar, so we've tried to narrow them down and sort of group styles together. And remember, you can only use one style once. So if you do a P plus plot in an Egyptian style, you can't do a P grand plot in an Egyptian style and submit that for your next rank. That's the way that works. So I'll go check out these ranks first and then go over the styles. So over here we've got Architect, which is going to be 1P plus plot or 1P grand plot, and there's the ranks there. And then the next one would be Grand Architect, which would be 2P plus plots and 2P grand plots. Now, because they take a long time to build, it'll take you maybe 2 to 3 weeks to get a really good plot. As you can see, they've got to be 9 out of 10, so you've got to spend a lot of time and a lot of effort on those. We've got these sort of in-between ranks. You've got Architect 1, Architect 2, and Architect 3. And basically, it's just for each extra plot you have, you will get the next rank up. And it's just to show you what stage you're up to and how good you are at building. And the reason a lot of people have complained saying, oh, no one's ever going to do 4P grand plots, as we go to the really highest rank you can get, it's 10P plus and 10P grand. So I'm like, no one's ever going to achieve that, and that's what we want. We want the ranks to be really hard to achieve, so that when somebody does achieve them, it really does mean something. And it's going to be 20 different styles, and that's quite hard to do. If you think most people just build in the generic medieval style, maybe they're okay at a couple of other things, but 20 different styles is quite hard to accomplish. And then up here we're going to have a list of all the other ranks, so you know, all the architects. I'm sorry if I've missed some people off, I know I probably have. Still work in progress this. When we get Grand Architects, when we get Master Architects, when we get Grand Master Architects, they'll all go there. And we just want them to feel, because I know a lot of people said to me before the server got whitelisted that there was a lot of grand builders around. You know, there weren't that many builders, there weren't that many apprentices, there was a hell of a lot of grand builders. So hopefully this is going to sort of make up for that. We've got the extra Master Builder rank now, so that'll balance that out. And we've also got all these in-between ranks. So it will make it really hard to jump up. So you might feel like, oh, I've got Master Builder, I've got Architect, that's doing quite well. It's quite a step up to get these extra ranks, and it's to really make you feel like you've achieved something. And the last thing to talk about is the styles. So we've got these mini little 5x5 gates to sort of represent each group, and I've separated them into groups. So the first group is Fantasy. You've got Dwarven, Elven, Fairy, Goblin, Hobbits, Skyrim style Nordic, so like, you know, dragons and stuff like that. Orcs, Steampunk. So this is by Ananas. It's a fantasy style mage thing. I don't know, it's okay. It was the first one we made and probably the worst one we made. The next one is European. So I'm actually just going to go put a torch in my hand, see if that helps. It's quite dark here. There we go. So we've got European styles, Europe is the group, sorry. You've got Baroque, Orthodox Christian, Celtic, Anglo-Saxon, Gothic. So, you know, you can just come look at these, Google them to see the sort of characteristics and pick them to do your style. So we've just got a very classic castle wall here, a nice pointy roof. The next one is the Americas, so Inca, Mayan, Aztec, Pirate, Native American, Western, and this was quite a nice one again. The other one is Middle East, so Egypt, Arabic, Byzantine. That Byzantine can also fit for Gondor, because that's pretty much the same, but white instead of like yellowy colours. You see, it's quite nice. And the last one is the Far East, so your Oriental, Hindu, like Indian styles, Mongol styles, and Samoan, because yeah, Samoans. So, you know, got little beach thing, floating cherry blossoms. But yeah, I think I've covered everything that I need to cover in this video then. So just when you next come on the server, whether you're whitelisted or not, be patient. It'll only be a few more weeks hopefully until the server does go public. If it doesn't, I will be doing another video explaining that, explaining why it hasn't. So do come on the server, /spawn, have a look around, get used to the new ranks and stuff, and the new rules, and then go back to building. If you were a grand builder, you would still be a grand builder. If you were a builder, you'll still be a builder. It's the rank, you're not being demoted or anything like that, just that we have the extra rank. So if you've got a plot that was 10 out of 10, or if you've got a P plus plot and you want to resubmit it without having to build anything to try and get the master builder rank, go for it, do it. The review thing still works exactly the same. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I've got to talk about. If you've got any more questions, put them in the comments below. If you want to be whitelisted, put your IGN and your rank below, and we'll discuss it. I'll comment if we've whitelisted you. If I don't comment, you're not whitelisted yet. It might take me a couple of days to read the comment, or it might take me a couple of days to sort that out. So again, just be patient, and hopefully the server will be back to normal very, very soon. So that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.